Hello everyone, this is Viren and welcome to the fantasy match preview for the first T20, the practice game between Derbyshire and India. This preview is powered by Nostra Pro, and you keep in mind that you join us on the Fantasy Cricket Pro Telegram channel for the final team, and let's get to the preview for this one. So as is the rule with the practice games, any players can come in and bat or bowl at any point, so there's no reliability in terms of playing 11 in this one. So for now, the team that I'm going with has 1 keeper, 3 batters, 2 all-rounders and 5 bowlers, but I'll give you all the options and rotations that India and Derbyshire can try in this game, so let's get to it. So first up, the keepers and the batters. I've gone with 1 keeper currently in the form of Sanju Samson. He looked in really good touch in that game against Ireland, and most importantly was very patient, did not play too many rash shots, so I think that will be crucial for you because I know Derbyshire has a decent bowling attack. Then you look at the 3 batters, Ishan Kishan, who obviously has been in the best form for India possible in the last few set of games, so he becomes a good choice. Shan Masood, who has been playing stably for Derbyshire, and I'm expecting him to come good in this game too. And the last pick, Wayne Madsen, who's batting in the middle order, and apart from that he also does bowl some off spin, so maybe that comes into play too in this specific game. Apart from this, you have a plethora of batting options in the form of Surya Kumar Yadav, Deepak Hooda. But if we see Derbyshire batting first, then I think I would go with this combination. If India bats first, then I'll surely add an extra India batter. And now we look at the all-rounders and the bowlers for this game. So we have 2 really good all-rounders in this section. Hayden Kerr, who has been batting very well and has been bowling some very important overs for Derbyshire. So I think he becomes a crucial cog for them, especially in such a big game as far as their perspective is concerned. Second pick is Hardik Pandya, who is going to be my captain. The man has been bowling 2 to 3 overs in every game and is batting in the top 5 to top 6. So I think he would want to play an important role again for his team. So I think he becomes a good choice. Then we look at 5 bowlers in this game. 1 bowler that I'm going with from Derby, that is George Grimshaw. He bowls in the death overs for them. He also bowls important overs at the start at times. So I think he can be a decent choice, especially if they bowl first. Then you look at the 4 bowlers that I'm going with from India. Yuzvendra Chahal, who is probably the most obvious choice and is my vice captaincy choice for this specific game because Derbyshire might have struggles against spin. And the 3 pacers, Harshal Patel, Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Avesh Khan, all 3 of them have looked at good form in individual games. Let's see, maybe this is the sort of game where they come together and give a knockout punch to the opposition. And without it going to be said, I think all of these bowlers are great GL captaincy or vice captaincy choices. My vice captain for now is Yuzvendra Chahal. But if India bowls first, then I think you also have Avesh, you have Harshal Patel, all of whom become great captaincy choices in your Grand League team. So go make your dream team right now on the Nostra Pro app. And remember to use the code FANTASYPREVIEW to get 100% cash back on your first deposit. And join us on the Fantasy Cricket Pro Telegram channel for all the final team and updates. All the good luck to you. And now let's have a look at the picks section for the Derbyshire versus India game. You answer a set of simple questions and get to win a lot of prizes. So let's see what questions we have in store today. First one, who will win between Derbyshire and India? India is hot favourites to win this one. Derbyshire will have to come up with something extraordinary. So I think India. How many aggregate runs will be scored in this match? For now, less than 320, as I'm expecting some experimentation from India too, which might mean slightly lesser scores. But if they bat first, there's still a decent chance that it would be more than 322. How many aggregate wickets will be lost in this match? Less than 11, 13 or more. So like I said, I might expect more experimentation, which means more wickets might fall in terms of higher aggressive batting. So 13 or more. How many aggregate batsmen will hit a 4 in this match? Less than 8, 10 or more. I think 10 or more because everybody would get an opportunity in such a game. Next question is how many aggregate boundaries? That is the total boundaries, not the per batter boundaries. So I think less than 35, as if I'm not expecting it to be that high scoring. I think lesser boundaries in totality. Who will score more runs between Kishan and Masood? Kishan has been in really good touch, and the Derbyshire bowling in comparison to India is slightly weaker, so maybe Kishan has the edge here. Who will have the better batting strike rate between Lewis Rees and Sanju Samson? Now Rees has looked in no touch at all in the T20 Blast, so I think Samson takes the cake here. Who will hit more 4s between Lewis Duploy and Deepak Hooda? Here I'm going with the left field in the form of Duploy, as he's played a lot in these conditions, so I think he knows them hands down. Which batsman will score more runs from boundaries between Maatson and Surya Kumar Yadav? I think Surya Kumar Yadav, as Maatson might have to face up against Chahal, which would be difficult for him. Which bowler will have the higher bowling economy rate between Scrimshaw and Umran? So Scrimshaw has been decently economical while Umran has been expensive, so I'll go with him here. Which bowler will pick more wickets between Mark Watt and Yuzvendra Chahal? Yuzvendra Chahal hands down, I'm not going to explain that one. And finally, which bowler will concede more runs between Bhuvi and Hayden Kerr? So I think Hayden Kerr, as the Indian batting, has slightly higher possession of quality. So I'm expecting Hayden Kerr to get a slightly higher beating. The boosters, I think the first question takes the cake in terms of where you want to use the 2x. I think I'm pretty confident India should win this one. So the 2x there. While the no negative on how many aggregate wickets will be lost in this match, as that is always a tricky question in terms of quantifying it. So you two go make all your picks right now on the Nostra Pro app. Remember to use the code Fantasy Preview to get 100% cash back on your first deposit, and join us on the Fantasy Cricket Pro Telegram channel for all the final picks, teams and updates. All the good luck to you.